Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over some NBA games for Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking these games, you have to join my Patreon. My picture was in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the games. We're going to be looking at the Nets versus the Mavericks, Knicks versus the Spurs, and Celtics versus the Lakers. Just 3 games on Tuesday here. And the way that I have my numbers set up is on this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian, Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers, numbers specific for the game. So, for example, I have the away team up top here, coach record, season record, their away record, and the other notes I want to add. In the middle is the head-to-head record between the two teams. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, coach record, any other notes I want to add. So we'll start with the first game, Mavericks versus the Nets. We'll start with the home team. I'll show you a couple numbers that allows the home team to win this game. And then we'll look at the away team, and I'll show you a couple numbers that allow the away team to win this game. So for Mavericks, if Mavericks were going to win this game, it might be because of the number 75. This season is a celebration of the 75th anniversary season. And so I've just been kind of looking for 75 coincidences. One particular could be the Mavericks beating the Nets and becoming 7-5, like 75 at home for a season record, and the season anniversary of 75, where there's going to be a lot of 75 tributes. That could be one thing. It's the Nets' 11th away game. It's the Mavericks' 12th home game, 11-12, 12-11. Mavericks' record, it goes either way. They could become 12-11 or 11-12 with a win or a loss, so that doesn't really help either way. I just didn't see a whole lot other than Mavericks being their 23rd game for the season. Nets could become 8-3 on the road, like 83. 83 is the 23rd prime number. Mavericks' 23rd game. Mavericks getting their 48th all-time head-to-head win against the Nets. Nothing really popped out at me on that one. I mean, I guess you can say 40 date numerology on the Gregorian. 40 sums to 84, which is a reflection of 48, but it's not a direct connection. So it doesn't really stand out as much as you would want it to. One thing is, though, Mavericks could sit on 32 all-time head-to-head losses against the Nets with the win as they get their 48th regular season, or excuse me, all-time head-to-head win against the Nets, as the Nets coach gets his 32nd regular season loss as a coach for his career. So maybe the 32s coincide with each other. And that's about it for the most part for the Mavericks that I'm just seeing offhand. And I just quickly put this game together, so I've only been looking at it for like the last 5 minutes. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff you can dig up if you continue to look at it, which I encourage you to do. But as of right now, that's what I have for the Mavericks. If I was going to look at the Nets, one thing that stuck out to me for the Nets is they could become 9-2 on the road with the win, like 92. It's the 92nd day of the Hebrew Civil, which would go in their favor. Nets, they can get their 33rd all-time head-to-head win against the Mavericks today with 60 date numerology and 24 date numerology. It's their 24th game for the season. If you type out the number 33, 33 sums to 60. It also sums to 66. And today with 24 and 60 date numerology, Nets can get that 33rd all-time head-to-head win Mavericks would become 6-6, like 66 at home for a season record with the loss to go with. And then Nets coach, he can sit on 31 losses regular season for his career with the win. 31 the 11th prime. It's the Nets' 11th away game. They can keep Mavericks on 11 wins for the season. Also, they can stay on 47 all-time head-to-head losses against Mavericks with the win. 47 is the 15th prime number. 15 date numerology, 24 date numerology, 60 date numerology. Could all go in the favor for the Nets. And day leaving 24 left. Both of these teams play tomorrow on the road. So they're both playing back-to-back games. So I would just suggest looking at tomorrow's date numerology as well, if you're able to, and just kind of see if there's something that kind of pops out. I mean, if Nets are going to play on the road tomorrow, you know, today is the 92nd day. Tomorrow's the 93rd day. I suppose it doesn't really matter how they, if it works out. Maybe they go 8-3, and then tomorrow they go 9-3, or today they go 9-2, and then tomorrow they go 9-3. So you just have to kind of figure something out in that direction. With the Mavericks, their record doesn't help. It's pretty even. With the 6-6 or the 7-5, doesn't really have anything there either. 202, 195. I'm not seeing a whole lot for right now. Also kind of tired too. Forgive me, I apologize. Let's keep it moving. That's just a jump start for this game. Let's look at the next game, Knicks and Spurs. For the home team, the Spurs, if the Spurs were going to win this game, I might look towards the Hebrew calendar. Third day of the 10th month on the Hebrew religious, like 3/10 or 10/3. It's the 103rd all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. 3/10, 10/3. Spurs can get their 57th regular season head-to-head win against the Knicks. It's the 269th day on the Hebrew religious, the third day of the 10th month. 269 is the 57th prime number. They can get their 57th regular season head-to-head win. 103rd all-time head-to-head matchup. What else? What else we got here? The Knicks, they play on the road tomorrow, back-to-back. And tomorrow is going to have fourth day of the 4th month on the Hebrew Civil, like 44. One thing you're going to have to figure out is the Knicks coach going to pick up his 44th regular season loss as a coach for the Knicks today and then go into tomorrow sitting on 44, or is he going to sit on 43 today with a win and then get his 44th tomorrow? If the Knicks lose to the Spurs, if Spurs win this game, the Knicks coach, he can sit on 404 regular season wins as he gets his 44th regular season loss as a coach specifically for Knicks. And then they head into tomorrow's game on the 4th day of the 4th month on the Hebrew Civil. So that would favor the Spurs in that scenario. And Spurs played yesterday on the road, and they lost. I believe they played the Suns. They lost. So maybe this is like a bounce-back game for them. It is their 23rd game for the season. 23 is the 9th prime number. They can get their 9th win for the season. I guess we can go ahead and mark that. 23, 9. And those would be some numbers for the Spurs. Something that favors the Knicks. If the Knicks were going to win this game, it'd be, I would center it around the number 15. Just keep it simple. Spurs can get their 15th loss for the season. Today has 15 date numerology on the Gregorian. Spurs can become 4-7 on the road, or excuse me, 4-7 at home. With the loss to go with, 47 is the 15th prime number. It's a day with 60 date numerology on the Gregorian. And Spurs would sit on 60 all-time head-to-head wins against the Knicks with the loss to go with. I would just be keeping it simple, I suppose. The Knicks, they can get their 42nd regular season head-to-head win against the Spurs as the Knicks become 7-4 on the road, like 74. The number 42 written out sums to 74. So those two numbers sometimes go together. The Knicks getting their 42nd as they become 7-4. And I think that might be it for the Knicks side. I guess we'll keep it moving. Don't want to make this too long of a video. Celtics and the Lakers, last game of the night. One thing that's tough about the Celtics is their coach. He doesn't really have a record. It's the same thing as the season record for the Celtics, so not a whole lot of information for Boston. But let's start with the home team, the Lakers. If the Lakers were going to win this game, it's the Celtics' 25th game of the season, the Lakers' 25th game of the season. Lakers can become 9-7 at home for a season record with the win. 97 mathematically is the 25th prime number. Today with 60 date numerology on the Gregorian, 60 sums to 97 and 25. Celtics, they can get their 12th loss for the season as they become 7-8, like 78 on the road with the loss. The number 78 mathematically is the 12th triangular number. And forgive me for that, excuse me. Lakers, this is their second and last head-to-head match between Lakers and Celtics for the season. Lakers could probably looking for revenge maybe to get that 11, that 1-1. I didn't find any other 11 to connect with it though, so I just know it's a possible revenge narrative. 133, 163. 107. 28th prime. Nothing really jumps out there. 411. That's about what I have for the Lakers. I mean, their record is 12-12, so the 13 goes either way for them. I guess if we were to look at the Celtics numbers, I can't say that they have a whole lot of numbers either, because their coach doesn't have any records numbers. I guess the only thing would be the 14 Celtics. If they were to win, they get their 14th win for the season. 14, if you spell it out, 14 sums to 40. And it will be a day with 40 date numerology on the Gregorian. So Celtics could get their 14th win. Outside of that, Lakers coach, he can get his 353rd regular season loss for his career. 353 is the 71st prime number. 71 is the 20th prime number. The Celtics, they can sweep the Lakers for the season 2-0, like 20, as the Lakers coach gets his 353rd regular season loss for his career. The 71st prime number, 71, the 20th prime. What else? 87. 25. When the Lakers play next. Let's see when the Lakers play next. They play on the road on Thursday, the 9th. Okay, so their next game is going to be on a day with 62 date numerology for the Gregorian. The Lakers, with the loss, their coach can head into that game with 62 regular season losses as a coach for Lakers, as he gets his 353rd. But at the same time, I guess you can say he could potentially pick up his 62nd on Thursday. They'd be playing Memphis Grizzlies, if that were to be the case. What else? Is there anything else here? No. When do Boston play next? Boston on the 8th. So they play tomorrow. Did I not have that marked? Oh yeah, I have that marked. Plays tomorrow. Duh. I'm just tired. Alright, so they play tomorrow. Play tomorrow on the road. Well, I guess it's not really on the road. They play the Clippers. So they play in the same stadium twice, back to back, in the same. Do it two different teams, Lakers and Clippers. Same stadium though. Staples Center. Tomorrow, 16, 25, 41. It might hurt them. I mean, tomorrow has 41 date numerology, 41 the 13th prime number. Celtics could go into tomorrow's game sitting on 13 wins with a loss. But at the same time, the number 14 sums to 41 and 40. So technically, the Celtics could either get their 14th win tomorrow or today. It doesn't really matter. One has 40 date numerology, the other has 41. 14 sums to 40 and 41. So that doesn't help too much. Yeah, that's what I have. Unless 1411 is something. 1411. No properties there. Alright, well that's what I have for right now. Hopefully this was enough to get you started. Sorry if it was boring or if I sounded funny. I'm tired. It's 1 a.m. where I'm at right now where I'm recording this, so I'm a little tired. My voice is a little tired sounding. Best way I can put it, I guess. Hopefully this helps though. I wanted to get something out for you guys. I appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully again this helps out, even if it's just a little bit. And I hope you win every single pick that you make. Thanks for watching.